What glitters ain't gold. I can't get caught up in those things. I want more from life than vanity. Legacy means more than bling. A diamond up in the rough, cause the pressure was not enough to keep me down. I'm acting up while you niggas just acting tough. You don't need no one to validate what you do out of love, because the passion is enough to override the other stuff. Like what someone do or say. As long as I'm getting paid, then that's enough to clip the BS off my top. Now watch it fade. Life gives you lemons, you know the rest, you know the same. I sat back, studied the game, and got lyrical lemonade. I'm the truth like Paul Pierce. This here is to demonstrate how this gotta be my fate. Made this verse in a minute made. Flow is purer than some water. Lyrics spraying like some raid. Frauds get wiped out like tsunamis for riding another's wave.
What's up, guys? Your boys are back. I'm Ryan, my man.
What's up, y'all? How y'all doing? How y'all doing, man? We appreciate the love. And on that Euphoria video, appreciate the love.
Yeah, the love. I know we got a lot of people that was apparently unhappy with what we had to say, and I thought we were Switzerland, bruh.
I have a question. Okay, so Kendrick comes out with Like That. Drake then responds with push-ups, right? So are we supposed to be comparing push-ups to Like That? Or are we comparing push-ups to Euphoria? Kendrick shot at Drake first with Like That, and he came at him. He said, you know, we K with all these nines. You're going to see Pet Cemetery, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, your last one was a light pack, so that was sort of like jabbing on Drake.
For all your dogs getting buried.
Right? This K with all these nines, you're going to see Pet Cemetery, right? So Kendrick came out with Like That, shook the world up. Drake comes back with push-ups. But I see people that are saying like, oh, Like That was in response to First Person Shooter. I'm like, no, I don't think First Person Shooter was an official diss. I think Like That is what kind of lit the match, right? You know what I mean? Got the flame going, and then Drake responded directly to Like That. So if we're going push-ups versus Like That, what do y'all have? What do y'all have? And we talking diss, right? It's not about the song.
Not about the song.
We're not about the song.
Thank you. Make that
It's
clarification.
about the lyricism, right? Push-ups versus Like That. I have push-ups beating Like That. I think push-ups is a better diss towards Kendrick from Drake than Kendrick's diss to Drake. I got push-ups beating Like That. Drake comes back with the tailor-made AI, right? Tailor-made to me is probably going to be going up against Euphoria. I think Euphoria is a superior diss on Kendrick's behalf towards Drake than the AI, even though I like the AI. So I got it 1-1. That's where I'm at.
Okay. All right.
Now we got 6-16.
All right.
So we got Kendrick, and then we still waiting for Drake's full-on diss towards Kendrick. Is that fair? Are we hating? Are we biased towards? I just want to know. I want to know.
I think that was the order of events.
I could have sworn. Right? I don't know. I got it 1-1.
That's just the order of events.
Okay. Let's get to it, though. Shout out to Kendrick, man. Listen, man, regardless, like I said before, man, regardless of what we say, and if you guys disagree and agree with us or whatever the case may be, I'm actually really enjoying myself.
Me too.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I have no ill will. I have no horse in this race. I just want a fair fight, baby. I just want it to be even playing field, man. So
let's just have fun. Can we just have fun, guys? Let's just have fun and listen to it, and just enjoy what this rap beat
he's
represents.
Your savior.
I think it's
he's your savior.
I just think it's great, man. You know what I'm saying? And it's our opinions. It's just our opinions.
It's just our opinions, man.
So, yeah, man.
Let's see what Kendrick does in this 6-16 in LA, because I can kind of already tell what Kendrick's doing here. It looks like, Drake is known for the timestamp. Joints where he actually raps, right? So I think that's where Kendrick's going. Let's get into it, man. Kendrick Lamar, 6-16 in LA.
It's survival. I think somebody lying. Tell somebody lying. I don't see no fire.
No, yo, did you peep that?
What, the
He
Al
said,
Green?
no, he said, yeah, that too. We gonna get to that. He said, I think somebody lying.
But I don't see no fire?
But I don't see no fire. Lion meaning Lion King. Like Drake is a lion, which means no. Drake is a pussy, right? A lion is a cat. That's a big cat. He's a big pussy. What?
What are you talking about right now? What the fuck are you talking about? I'm gonna leave that, but I'm not gonna leave you hanging. But I don't know what you're talking about.
No, Kendrick is like, yo, he's super, like intricate, and he's got all these extra.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, that was fire. Lion.
So you're stretching.
Oh, so am I? To me, that's obvious.
I see what you got. I see how you did that, man. I see how you did.
Okay.
Is that what you're saying everybody's doing?
No.
Oh, okay.
That's just my opinion. I just think that's like a quadruple entendre right there. You know what I'm saying? That's what Kendrick meant by saying
the
lying.
Al Green sample is wild.
Yeah, you lying. Like, you lying, you bullshit.
You're the Lion King?
Yeah, but you the Lion King, which means you a pussy, though. Yeah, Steve, y'all not thinking, man.
I think somebody lying. Smell somebody lying. I don't see no fire.
That's wild. I ain't never heard Al Green.
Off-white Sunseeker had the marina. Fuck a phantom, I like to buy yachts when I get the fever. Wine cooler, spill on my white t-shirt, the sightseer. Trifecta, money, morals, and culture. That's my leisure, my visa. Passport tatted, I show hub in Ibiza. Luke Callie's dwellings in Brooklyn just to book me some pizza. Who can reach us? Only God can teleport this type of freedom. God, my confession is yours. But who am I if I don't go to war? There's opportunity when living with loss. I discover myself would not fall short. Raise my hands to a falling sky. I fantasize me jumping planets, immortalized. I correspond. 3 angels watching me all the time. Put my children to sleep with a prayer, then close my eyes. Definition of peace. Tell me who gon' stop me. I come from love, Estelle. Cover my heart, then open me up. Remember when picked up a pen, lyrics that I can trust. Timid soul, staring in the mirror, asking where I was from often. I know this type of power is gon' cost, but I live in circadian rhythms of a shooting star. The mannerisms of Raphael, I can heal and give you art, but the industry's cooked as I pick the carcass apart. Yeah, somebody's lying. I can see the
That
vibes.
line right there.
That's the one?
Listen. Listen, I mean, I think this is a great album cut for Kendrick. He said the mannerisms of Raphael, I can heal and give you art. You know what I mean? But the industry's cooked. I picked the carcass apart. I thought that was very well written. Yeah, the culture's broken. It's been commodified. It's a skeleton. It's a shell of what it once was. The purity is gone, right? It's cooked. You know what I mean? It's over. So I thought that was a really good line. Seems Kendrick got a bit spiritual, man, leading up to that. You know what I'm saying? He's talking about his life. He mentioned the trifecta: money, morals, and culture. You know, that's my leisure.
There is opportunity when living with loss. I discover myself when I fall short. I like that. That's a good introspective growth line, right? I like that a lot. I'm still waiting for him to get to Drake, though. See, I would have came out fire.
No, he already had like 10 bars towards Drake. You ain't hearing it. But in all seriousness, man, I really like the lyricism in this. And I actually like the Al Green sample here in the background. I think that this sounds smooth. And I love the type of time, this sort of spiritual time that Kendrick's on. I think he's just giving us more or less his state of mind, right? I love the trifecta: money, morals, and culture. I feel like that's my leisure. I feel like that's just Kendrick in a nutshell,
yes,
right?
It is. Yep.
Money, morals, and culture is my leisure, right? Money, power, respect. The last one's better, right? Money and power is nice, but what matters more so to me is the respect and sort of in making sure that I'm true to myself and true to the culture, right? My confession is yours. You know, to me, he's confessing to God is what that sounds like. Who am I if I don't go to war? So it's almost like he's in confessional and he feels conflicted, right? With going to war. You know, I don't know if he's talking about Drake there. He's going like, you know, because Kendrick is coming off like, I'm in a good place in my life, right? You know, passports and I'm on yachts and my kids is good, right? And I come from a very sort of, I don't know, maybe like sort of a humble place, right? I'm spiritual. I want love and peace and happiness. But also, who am I if I don't go to war? If a man is coming at me, right? Yeah. Like, I think he's talking to God, like, I don't know.
I gotta do what I gotta do.
I gotta do what I gotta do, but should I do it? You know what I mean? This is also maybe what he's saying there. But I love when he said, I discover myself when I fall short, right? Yeah. You know, you discover who you are, man, when you don't meet those goals or when you fail, right? It's about how do you respond to failure.
But the industry's cooked as I pick the carcass apart. Yeah, somebody's lying. I can see the vibes on act. Even he looking compromised. Let's peel the layers back. Ain't no brownie points will beat in your chest. Harassing ant. Fucking with good people make good people go to bed. Conspiracies about cash, dog. That's not even the leak. Find the jewels like cash, dog. I just need you to think. Are you finally ready to play? Have you ever, let's see, have you ever thought that OVO is working for me? Fake bully, I hate bullies. You must be a terrible person. Everyone inside your team is whispering that you deserve it. Can't Tussie slide up out of this one, it's just gonna resurface. Every dog gotta have his day. Now live in your purpose. It was fun until you start to put money in the streets. Then lost money cause they came back with no receipts. I'm sorry that I live a boring life. I love peace, but war ready if the world is ready to see you bleed. The Elohim KTW, no you can't can't sleep, these images trouble you. Know the wires in your circle should puzzle you. If you were street smart, then you would have caught that your entourage is only to hustle you. 100 niggas that you got on salary, and 20 of them want you as a casualty. And one of them is actually next to you, and 2 of them is practically tired of your lifestyle. Just don't got the audacity to tell you, but let me tell you some game, cause I can see you, my little homie. You playing dirty with propaganda, hit blow up on you. You're playing nerdy with Zach Bia and Twitter bots, but your reality can't hide behind Wi-Fi. Your little means is losing steam, they figured you out. The first opinions is not convincing, y'all need a new route. It's time that you look around on who's around you. Before you figure that you're not alone, ask what Mike would do.
You're not alone. You are not alone. Okay.
I like that sample.
Yeah, I like
the
that.
sample.
To me, I would play this over Euphoria.
Yeah.
If we just talking about what we would play, I actually thought that was dope. Y'all thought we was gonna come in hating. I mean, I had my little jokes at the beginning. And everything. Thought we was gonna come in hating. I want y'all to know, I really think Kendrick is dope.
He's super dope.
I don't give a fuck who wins this little battle, man. But again, I just want, if it seems like immediately, I'm gonna talk for George. If it seems like I'm on one side, that is only my way of just trying to get the seesaw to come back up to a level playing field. So people was going crazy on Kendrick and I feel like they not giving him his just due. I gotta jump in over here. My man gets busy. Hold on. Let me lift him up. So now we're on an even playing field. Now let's go to war. That's just kind of how I've always been. Like, I don't like seeing people get jumped, man. You know what I'm saying? But, dude, I thought that this was dope. As a song, I think that this is a dope song. The question is, it says Kendrick Lamar 16 in LA, Drake diss. Is this an effective diss in the middle of this war of words between Kendrick and Drake?
I was waiting for him to kind of go right at Drake, but it seemed like it took him a minute. At the beginning, he was kind of talking about himself, and then when he said, yeah, somebody's lying, I could see the vibes on Act, right? Even he's looking compromised. Let's peel the layers back, right? So again, I'm waiting for him to kind of get in Drake's ass, to be honest with you. I'm waiting for him to just kind of go in. Yeah. Are you finally ready to play? Have you ever? Let's see. So I'm waiting for him. These are all like, okay, I'm about to fuck Drake up. I'm waiting. Have you ever thought that OVO is working for me? Okay.
Very intriguing.
But I'm more ready if the world's ready to see you bleed. So again, I'm anticipating the smoke. I'm like, yeah, he about to get busy. Nope.
100 dudes that got you on salary, that you got on salary, right? And 20 of them, want you as a casualty. So Kendrick is saying, you got some dudes, man, you got some disloyal people in your circle that really they want to see your downfall, man. And these is your dudes. Spreading propaganda, lying, essentially is what Kendrick's saying. You playing nerdy with Zach Bia and Twitter bots. Drake is going online and Twitter, I guess apparently maybe he has Twitter bots that's going online and saying that he's winning the battle and kind of just trying to skew things in his favor. That's how I'm taking that line, right? So this whole thing is playing like, I really don't want to do it to you. You know what I'm saying? Yep. I really don't want to, like, you forcing my hand.
Yep.
You know what I mean? It's to really just unleash some shit, something that I've been waiting and hiding and just waiting to unleash, but I think it's going to ruin you, is what it sounds like. I think it's going to ruin you, man.
I feel like the way that this is constructed, it's warning after warning after warning after warning after warning, and it's not really hurting Drake. I feel like if I was Drake, I'd be like, oh, okay, yeah, all right.
Thanks for the heads up.
Yeah.
I like the Al Green beat. I like his approach on this. But if we are talking about this being a diss, okay, what a diss. Like, in the middle of war, you already dropped like that. You said, this is K with all these nines. You're going to see Pet Cemetery, right? You already said all you had to say about, is this battling Ghost AI. I just think this is a very awkward release after all of that. I thought it was up. I thought we was in the middle of, we were on the battlefield.
Are done.
Right. The warning shots and all that. I thought we was on the battlefield ready to get it popping, right? What are we doing, right? So if y'all want to count this, I mean, are we counting this? Because if we counting this, it's gonna look bad for him. If we go round by round, y'all want to do like that versus push-ups? Okay, well, I think push-ups. If you want to do tailor-made versus Euphoria, I'm gonna give it to Euphoria. If you want to do 616 versus what Drake about to come with, it is about to be I'm gonna tell you right now, it's about to be a bloodbath. Now Kendrick is gonna come back, and then Drake may have to come back again. You know what I'm saying? Right. But to me, if we're in the middle of war, I don't see how. I just thought that this was a really weird release, and to me it feels like Kendrick just doesn't really want to take it there, and it feels like he's just almost trying to scare Drake away from, coming back with something else. Because probably Kendrick does know some shit that may ruin Drake. Maybe he does.
Maybe he does, yeah.
I almost think like Kendrick thinks that it's probably beneath him to go very low. Like, I don't want to go that low.
And that's a very good point.
I don't want to go that low, man.
That's
Don't
a
make
good-
me
that's a good
do
point.
it, man. Like,
That's a
shit
good
looking
point.
shaky, you know what I'm saying? The memes that you putting online, it's looking bad, man,
Yeah.
in my opinion. I just, like, come on, man. You gonna come with your shit, man. It's like the warnings have been present the entire time from Kendrick's side. It's just like, let's just a friendly fade. I just want a friendly fade, man. Don't talk about my family. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm warning you. Dude, I'm in a different place in my life.
Yeah.
I just came off this spiritual journey and
Yep.
this and that. Why are you making like that then? You know what I'm saying? Don't be making like that. Talk about K with all these nines.
Right.
And I think it's almost weird that he's almost in the same place as J. Cole a little bit. Like, they're at a certain point where they've sort of evolved. They 30-something-year-old dudes.
Yeah.
And it's just like, I thought I was here, but now you want to make me go back here.
Yeah, that could be.
It comes off like I'm a hypocrite, maybe. I feel like that's me regressing at this stage of my life. I think the world is looking at this battle bigger than Drake and Kendrick. I think that this is a battle of hip-hop integrity versus what hip-hop integrity doesn't look like. And I want to make sure, it's like Kendrick has to win this. This is the battle. This is the battle
Yeah.
of good and evil, right? Like, we can't let the biracial pop star. We can't let the dude that had ghostwriters. We can't let the dude that props up strippers and makes them and puts them in songs and writes love letters to them. Like, all these things. This motherfucker, Drizzy what do you say? Drizzy Chippendale don't make me have to chip a nail. Which we kind of ignored that shit.
Yeah, we
Look at
did.
it.
Yeah, I didn't like that one.
But the motherfucker's painting his nails. He's breaking all the hip hop commandments. He's like, this dude can't win. He just can't win, right? And I just think that
That's so true, though.
he has to go. He has to go. Everything that he represents, the culture is already in this shitty state. It's a carcass now. It's dead.
Yeah.
Right? We picking up like the leftovers and shit for it and trying to salvage what's left of it. And this motherfucker is one of the reasons why it's in this state. Like, he's a leader and he's just pushing these things, right? And I think that's just what I feel like Kendrick is coming from. It's like, it's not even you. Like, this ain't even about you. It's about what you represent. It's about where the culture currently is.
Yeah.
I really feel that way, right? And I feel like that's why he's always probably just like, look, he's had these little slight jabs towards Drake. Like, man, this, you know what I'm saying? I'm out here putting my heart and soul. You know what I'm saying? I'm like the descendants of KRS-One and Nas, and motherfucking Chuck D and this motherfucker, excuse me, this dude over here is doing a Tootsie Slide. What are we doing? Kendrick is an ambassador of hip hop, right?
Yeah, he is.
Like, people like Kendrick and Nas are like almost like just so pure. Like, when Nas did the 50 years of hip hop and he was just all he did during that time, I thought that was amazing, man. Nas is a man of integrity. Yeah. You don't hear crazy shit about him in the news. He's a family man, right? Or was a family man. He had Khalees, but he moves with morals. He talks about things that black issues and how to help the black and what are the ills of the black community, right? Same thing with Kendrick, right? They come off that same tree. And I feel like there is a bias that hip hop has towards that. And I call that a justifiable bias.
Yeah.
I feel like I get it. I get why people have a bias and don't want Drake to win this. And I get it because Kendrick represents the essence. He represents purity.
Yep.
I come outside when I have something real to talk about, man. I'm not just hopping on features. Here and there I might do a bullshit feature, but for the most part, if anytime I rap, it means something. It's going to be impactful. It means I've sat with it.
Yep.
I've had a heart to heart with myself, and this is what I feel is pure and true to me, right? And everybody loves and respects that, including George and Ryan, right? Yep. But I do believe that that bias is so deep rooted and ingrained in hip hop that I just don't know, regardless of what Drake says, if he's ever gonna get a fair shake, because y'all just don't fuck with what he represents, which I get. I don't think that that's all that Drake represents, and I think that we can do a Drake sort of psychoanalysis later. You know what I'm saying? Because I think that Drake is sort of misunderstood in certain ways. But I do feel like that's just kind of where we're at.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's what Kendrick is, where he is with this. I want you guys to get that I get that. But I am only looking at the bars.
Yeah.
This is a diss. If we're going to call it a rap battle and we're battling, I need you to construct your bars in a clever way with punchlines, metaphors, entendres. And if you're going to do a psychoanalysis, that shit better be clever and witty in some way. And I need to be able to really piece them bars together. I don't want to hear about a restaurant where a robbery happened and then we got to piece together it happened in 2009 and that's supposed to be a bar. I don't want to reverse Wizard of Oz snippet And then I'm supposed to do what? Okay, I'm a phony. He didn't rap that snippet, guys. That's just a snippet of The Wizard of Oz. That I don't care about that. Where are the bars?
Yeah.
Now that we sat with Euphoria for a little bit, you know, we've had
like it.
time. We've had time to digest Euphoria a little bit more. We've seen the reaching. Excuse me, the analyzing of this. Let's go through it. Let's see what we missed. As I mentioned, there was a quick quote from the Wiz movie where Richard Pryor basically said that he was a phony, right? Kendrick is alluding to, by putting that in the song, that Drake is a phony. You know what I mean? He had this persona of being this all-powerful being, all-powerful thing, and really behind the curtain, homie wasn't really like that. He wasn't really official, right? I love the idea of that, but is Kendrick rapping that, though, is the question. Did you put in bar form, if Kendrick would have rapped that in bar form and used the Wizard of Oz theme,
that'd have been hard.
Lyrically,
That'd have been
then I
hard.
would have said, that's crazy. Them superpowers get neutralized. I can only watch in silence. Love it. Love it. Great setup, right? The famous actor we once knew was looking paranoid and spiraling. You moving just like a degenerate. Every antic is feeling distasteful. I calculate you're not calculated. I can even predict your angle, right? We can keep going. Pathetic master manipulator, right? Tommy Hilfiger FUBU shit, right? I make music that electrifies them. You make music that pacifies them. We touched
Cut
that.
right there.
Okay, let's go.
Oh, let's cut right there, right? And I think that's great. I think the point that he's trying to make is great. I just don't think it hits.
It's a setup.
Right.
Setup. I'm waiting for Drake to bleed.
You make music that pacify. I'm like, I guess that's not a positive thing, but
You make shitty poppy music, and I make interesting music, right? Okay. Where's the hurtful nature of that? The scathing nature, and is it clever? Like what are we talking about?
Right. Are you saying that how are you punching the fuck out of Drake saying, hey, you're taking advantage of the culture in a cool, witty way? We got a clip already ready for you of two battle rappers going head to head, and the topic, we're going to take a little snippet of it, of them talking about culture vulture and how slick they put that together to land a fucking punch about being a culture vulture.
Battle is Murder Mook, one of the greatest battle rappers of all time, versus Big K, who is nasty, and I think he's one of my personal favorite battle rappers ever. Let's peep it and we'll talk about it.
I faced challenges, molded the circuit's talent. I walked through shit when they worked around it. I'm not amazed he was cool when the sport was founded. Try making waves in a pool full of 40,000. You wildin'. Pussy, we built this. All the rappers that stayed active when the scene feels stiff. So tell me who's the real vulture. Let's be real quick. Come on. You only pop up to eat after we kill shit.
That line is hard. Jesus Christ. The build up, and then who's really the vulture?
Who's really the vulture? You only show up to eat after we kill shit. Like a vulture, right? A vulture comes up to eat after, the shit's already been killed by maybe a lion.
Yeah, they eat the carcass.
They eat the carcass, right? So I want to kind of explain that a little bit, right? This is Big K versus Murder Mook. So Murder Mook is one of the greatest of all time, right? But he kind of shows up once in a blue moon, right? Once in a blue moon to battle. He'll do a battle a year, at least at this point, I think. He was doing battles here and there. While rappers like Big K, who the person who just said that line, battled frequently, keeping the energy in the culture, 10, 20, 10, 15 battles or whatever a year. So I'm keeping the culture alive, right? And you just come in once in a blue moon while we keeping it up. That's you being a vulture, right? So you only show up after we killing it and we keeping it hot, right? Yep. Do you peep the setup, punch, right?
Double entendre too?
A double entendre as well with the vultures, and you only show up to eat. The metaphor there as well, really, it's a metaphor. Like you only show up to eat after we kill shit, like a vulture, right? That's what I'm talking about right there. Now, that's not the only way to win a battle, but when you don't have punchlines, metaphors, you're not setting anything up, it comes off to me like word salad. He also kind of played on Mook being a founder of battle rap. He was just like, it's cool when you battling is you and 8 other people. It's easy to be the best when it's 8 other people, but try to making waves in a pool when it's 40,000, right? So again, there's the metaphor being trying to make waves, try to make a name for yourself when there's a whole bunch of competition. There's wit. Wit is what I'm looking for when we're breaking these bars down with Kendrick. It's your job as a lyricist, in my opinion, to give us breadcrumbs, set up, and punch us and deliver something that's clever and witty to make your point. That's the artistry, in my opinion, of battling. And all I saw throughout this whole thing with Kendrick, up into the AI shit, was him just it was kind of just rambling, like saying set up with nothing delivered.
So we got another clip for you real quick. Hollow the Don, another battle rapper, man. He sets up a predictive line like that, and he sets it up beautifully.
And I wish we could play the whole round to keep it real with you. But let's just see what Hollow the Don versus Charlie Clips. If you want to check it out, let's play this clip.
What about when he said I'm way better and way clever? Say something about Pacquiao or Ring and what y'all see coming. Okay. See what I'm trying to say? Them boys like the next exit off the highway. They know when to get off. You tell them it's coming a mile away.
So, that was disgusting.
That was so nasty.
Did we even have a stink face outside of the AI shit? Did we say, yeah, we got him with that one? And there's an art. The point we're trying to make, man, is there's an art to battling. And Kendrick, because he's not a battle rapper, I think he's missing the mark when it comes to how to set up his attack.
Yes.
Right? He's missing the mark. He's not attacking Drake. He's saying, okay, Hellcat made his homeboys and them type sell they so. Okay, everybody want to be a demon till they get chipped by a throwaway. So I guess Kendrick is saying, just to define the line, because we didn't really define it, right? A Hellcat made his homeboy. So I guess he's saying that because Drake bought his friends Hellcats, that his homeboys sold their soul, and everybody want to be a demon until they get chipped by a throwaway. I guess they want to be on demon time and they get chipped by one of his throwaway tracks. Yeah. Right? There's this weird, I'm leaving things up for interpretation and he's not setting it up in a clear way for it to hit. Right? I feel like that's what Kendrick is missing with 90% of what was happening in Euphoria. So Hollow the Don said he played on Charlie Clips using predictable lines, right? I'm way clever, way better. I throw these punches in the ring like Mayweather. We can predict it. You're very predictable, right? And he said, see what I'm trying to say is them bars is like the next exit on the highway. They know when to get off because they see it coming a mile away, right? So the next exit on the highway, you can see 1 mile until it's time for you to get off your exit. You can see it coming a mile away. We see these bars that he's coming. These predictable bars. We see him a mile away. It's easy, right?
That setup was beautiful.
Where are the setups? Where are when people say Kendrick doesn't have bars, that's what they're talking about. Now, I understand that Kendrick is coming at it in his own way, and he's trying to paint a general picture. He faking for likes and digital hugs. His daddy a killer. He want to be Junior, right? To me, that's not directed at Drake. That's not really shooting at Drake, right? The very first time I shot me a Drake, the homie told me to aim it this way. I didn't point down enough. Today, I'll show you I learned from those mistakes. I like that line, but I feel like, okay, so what you're saying is I'm going to shoot you. Now I know how to shoot a Drake or shoot at Drake, right?
Where's the shot?
Where's the shot? Where is he? At what point is he going to hurt Drake?
Yep.
This whole thing from the R&B beat to all the way to up into the AI, I didn't see a punch landed on Drake. I don't see how you guys, I want to make sure you guys see at least what we see. He said, got a Benjamin and a Jackson in my house like I'm Joe, okay? Okay, so I got a Benjamin and Jackson. So first of all, we don't know what Kendrick is talking about. There's a lot of speculation that he's talking about a painting. He could be talking about
Michael Jackson's rat.
Ben. He's Joe Jackson, Michael Jackson's father. Then I heard Joe Biden being brought into the equation. Then I heard that basically Drake is his son because Drake is trying to be Michael Jackson. Like it's just what I feel, Ryan, is that Kendrick is leaving basic lyricism in there and he's leaving it up to his fans to rap for him. He's not writing the actual bars. It's just a bunch of innuendos and maybes and possiblies. He could mean this, and everyone's sitting there like, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? No one actually knows but Kendrick. So there needs to be breadcrumbs left that we can connect as fans. There needs to be obvious references and breadcrumbs left that we can connect to make the bars make sense, like without it having to be this Easter egg hunt. You know what I'm saying? to understand. It's not enough. And Kendrick leaves too much up for interpretation. It's to the point where people are reaching. People are just reaching and making up shit because he's not doing his job as a lyricist to put that thing together, to connect everything.
Let's say I'm the biggest hater. I hate the way that you walk. I hate the way that you talk. I hate the way that you dress, the way you sneak this. When I catch a flight, it's direct, right? So again, it's a setup like I'm coming at you. I hate everything you stand for. Not just you.
I'm about to shoot you.
Yeah, but
Here
I'm about to shoot you. But not, it's just so I felt like that was an opportunity to fucking break Drake down like a motherfucker off of what he stands for. What you represent is what I don't like. You know what I mean? And We got another fucking clip.
But where's the punch? Like he's
Right.
saying what you represent is what I don't like, but he's not punching.
Right.
He's not insulting Drake in a way that's leading to an
Right.
attack. Right.
Right.
He's just saying, I just hate you. I just hate you. I hate everything about you. Oh,
It's not slick, though.
It's not. Where's the clever, witty approach? Where's the wittiness? It's got to be clever, guys. It can't just be motherfuckers talking on a track and saying they hate people, right? I'm not reducing this to that, but this section is, I know that was Kendrick's intention may have been, this is just catchy and fun for people to, but this is a battle, man. This is war. This is war for the crown. Every line, no line should be wasted. You know what I'm saying? You should try to make every line hit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This is for the marbles, man. All the marbles, man.
It is,
You can't be playing around. This to me is just him playing. So we got Loaded Lux versus Hollow the Don.
Yeah, this was so
Loaded
fun.
Lux, one of the all-time great lyricists, period. Yeah. Y'all may not know of him, but Loaded Lux is an incredible lyricist, an amazing battle rapper, one of the best to ever do it. He's going against Hollow the Don. I'm going to play a real quick clip for y'all to check out.
What they paid you at Smack? They probably paid you at Smack. Because you can't even see fast your last drink of that batch. But you paint me as whack. You make the fans see me as greedy, as if I broke some treaty, because I won't let them treat me like a Don. Who's in a position of influence for the student, but educating the wrong. Baby, you a star. They love you the way you are. But I love you enough to not leave you the way you are, nigga. You make it hard for people that say what they mean and mean what they say, because that's what they mean. How they gonna follow a junkie? Be a fan, not a fiend. And you, be a nigga from Queens, not a queen. Man up, cause stand up niggas don't lean, nigga.
Stand up, don't lean. So you see the art of what happened right there, right? I want y'all to understand what just transpired. Let me give you some backstory. Loaded Lux was playing on the fact that he was calling Hollow the Don a junkie. He's playing on the fact that Hollow the Don, something that we all knew universally in the battle rap community, he admitted that he used to sip lean. You know, Hollow the Don's from Queens, but he went to Texas and he picked up drinking lean, which is a promethazine, right?
Yep.
So that's his whole angle.
Right.
That's the angle,
The
right?
Smack, from the Smack line.
He said, what did they pay you in at Smack? Smack is a battle league, the URL Smack Battle League, right? So what did they pay you in that battle league? What did they pay you at Smack? They probably paid you in Smack. They probably paid you in drugs because you're a junkie, right? Just to help you get to that next batch or something like that. That batch of lean, right? So there's a setup coming, right?
Yep.
They probably paid you in Smack, a junkie, right? And then Lux, somewhere around along the way there said, I love you too much to not leave you the way you are.
Right.
You a star. I love you the way you are, but I love you too much to not leave you the way you are, right? I'm not going to let you just go down this destructive path of drug use, right? So again, it's an angle.
Yep.
Set up. Be a fan, not a fiend. He's a fiend because he's a drug addict, right? Yep. Be a dude from Queens, not a queen. You know what I mean? Don't be a sucker is what he's saying by saying that. Man up, right? Because stand-up dudes don't lean, right? So what he's saying is lean is slang for promethazine, right? So you see how we can connect everything and it isn't this big guessing game. It's obvious, but it's very clever. The references used, Smack, lean, you can connect it. It's not like
It's nasty.
right, you know what I'm saying? And then, be a man, stand up dudes don't lean, right? So stand up men, a man that has morals and integrity, he's not a junkie, he's not doing drugs, right? So stand up, but lean, right? You know what I'm saying? So if you're standing up straight, you're not leaning, right? And you're not doing lean if you're a stand-up individual, right? That to me is how you fucking battle rap. That is how you do it. You know what I'm saying?
Nasty.
It's not just guessing and saying that, Kendrick mentions that he's eating at a restaurant in Toronto, and then we're supposed to do what? We're supposed to do the rapping for Kendrick and say that Drake was robbed at that restaurant in Toronto, right? I'll be at New Ho King eating fried rice with dip sauce and a blammy crody. So I'll be at New Ho King eating fried rice and dip sauce and a blammy crody. He got the thing on him, right?
Right.
I'm in your city, right? And I got the thing on me. So I'm in your town, I'm waiting for whatever. I'm where you at, is what Kendrick is saying. From that, you guys got, that was where Drake was robbed at in 2008. So he's talking about the robbery, right? So to me, it's like, what? So I got to go do a Google search That's not how battle rap has ever worked, guys. And we don't need to change the rules for Kendrick. You guys don't need to rap for Kendrick.
That's true.
Kendrick should be able to rap for himself. He's a great rapper. He could do it himself. You guys don't need to reach and add and try to make shit hotter than what it is and more profound than what it is. And that's what I see with Euphoria. And I don't even know how that's debatable. Let your core audience stomach that, then let me tell them where you get your abs from. I like that line.
Yep.
I think that's a good line. But again, you know, Rick Ross had already touched that line, right? So now it's a combination of we've already heard certain lines from other rappers, in addition to the fact that the lines that are originally yours aren't really that clever or aren't leading to any attacking assaults, right?
Yeah.
How many more black features till you finally feel that you're black enough? Fire. I got the AI and that. I love that because I feel like I see that from Drake, to keep it real with you. I even hate when you say the N-word, right? But that's just me, I guess. I think that's funny. I don't think that that's a hard-hitting blow to Drake. Some shit is just cringeworthy. It ain't got to be deep, I guess, right? And where's the Sexy Red shit? When I see you stand by Sexy Red, I believe you see two bad chicks, right? Okay, that's funny. It's a funny line. I don't feel like that's murdering Drake, but I think that's a funny line that we didn't touch in Euphoria. But do I feel like that's a heavy-hitting Drake line?
Yeah.
No, so when I said in the video at the end, I said, yo, he had about three maybe. I don't even know if it's more than three.
The 20 versus 1 line, which is...
With the AI play.
Yeah, that was hot.
1. Before you black enough, how many more features you going to do for like 2?
Yeah.
And what else in here to me is damaging and attacking Drake in a clever way that hasn't been said by somebody else? And that's not a reach, by the way. That's not reaching. Like, oh, Benjamin Franklin and then Andrew Jackson and then money in his crib and then it means that he...
Yeah, that's crazy. When I heard that, that was crazy. I was like, yeah, I don't see that at all.
Like, get
that
the fuck out of here. He ain't mean that.
That was ridiculous.
He ain't mean that, guys. You know. Okay, the YNW Melly line. Is that is that a hard Drake line? I like what he did there. But, I mean, is it an attacking line towards Drake? He's just saying he's going to murder Drake? Is that what he's saying?
That's what I would say. I would give him credit for that.
Okay.
I give him credit for that one.
Okay.
Because I thought that was a hard line, and you could clearly see, like, we know what happened with Melly, you know, killed his friends. Yeah, we know what happened with that. So he's saying, like, if you want to take it there, you know what I'm saying? We can go there. You know what I'm saying? I could be like him.
Okay. That's hot. That's a good clever bar. That's like breaking Drake down. All right, hey, Ryan,
I give him credit for that.
See,
I give him credit for that.
See, y'all was getting at both of us, and y'all think Ryan just only loved. Yeah, we give him credit. That's not really crazy to me. I'm gonna keep it being. That's not crazy to me. Yeah, fuck all that pushing P. Let me see you push a T. Okay, so you should be handling push a T, right, instead of fucking with me. How is that? And how is that a slick line that's killing Drake? That's attacking him. You're telling him that you want him to go fucking fight somebody else before you fight me, right? You need to be handling that before you get to me. I don't find that as a slick, clever bar that's punching Drake.
Yeah. I would have rather him say that the world sees that you lost that.
Something like that.
Like you lost that beef. You think you won, but everybody know you really took an L or something like that.
Right, like that.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Man, help that man. Help him. Okay, he's Terrence Thornton. I'm Terrence Crawford. Yeah, I'm whooping feet. Okay, I'm Terrence Crawford. I'm beating. Oh, excuse me. Now we know what whooping feet means. It means we're beating you. LA shit. It's LA slang, and we're beating you out of your shoes. That's what they say in LA. We whooping feet.
I still don't like the line.
The line is okay though. There's a basic line saying that he will beat his ass, right? Like Terrence Crawford, the boxer, right? Nothing to that. What else did we miss, guys? What else? What other lines are amazing, hard-hitting? Oh, he destroyed Drake lines. I'm not seeing them line for line. I'm not trying to hate on Kendrick. I'm saying I think that this is a solid effort, and I think it warrants a response from Drake. But all of this Ether 2 reincarnated and he barred Drake's life away. I'm not seeing the bars. No. When we say bars, we are usually talking about metaphors, punchlines, entendres, right? Mm-hmm. Set up, bow, set up. Like we showed you examples of setting up and punching in a clever, witty way. It needs to be witty. It can't just be you talking. I'm allergic to the lame shit, you being famous. Yachty gave you Yachty can't give you no swag. I don't even give a fuck about who you hang with. Okay, I like that he brought up Lil Yachty and he got swag from Lil Yachty. I just still don't feel like that's hard to me. Like it isn't. You just hang with Lil Yachty.
And that would have been a prime example to bring up the ghostwriting.
Yes,
that Lil Yachty.
Why
that
did
sample
he bring
track.
that up?
He should have brought that up and killed that.
One thing that we didn't touch that I did like though was tell them to run to America. They imitate heritage. They can't imitate violence. I think that's a good line.
Yeah.
So that's probably the third line that I was looking for, right? We didn't touch that one. That one was hard. And that's about it, right?
I think so.
I think that's it. So that's a solid diss, but for 6 minutes of rapping, I didn't see a lot of clever wordplay, bars. I saw a lot of like Kendrick setting up, but not really leading, like punching. He's setting up, but there's no hits. There's no attack. It's just, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to shoot at Drake. I'm going to do this. Yeah. So when you guys say we're tripping, okay, if you guys disagree, you disagree. But I don't see what y'all talking about. You know what I'm saying? I come from that battle. We come from that battle rap cloth where you have to have punchlines and things put into your raps in a clever manner to break your opponent down. I didn't see that in this.
Man, you done?
Yeah, no, because they talking crazy. They talking crazy, like they know what's up, man.
And on top of all that shit, I hate the way he approached the shit. Hate the way that shit sounded. On top
Speaking about what we hate, because he hates Drake and everything, right?
Oh my God! I just felt the way he approached it. The voice, the voice inflections, the comedic type of release, the out of breath, try to rap that on top of all of that.
He doesn't respect Drake, Ryan. So that's why he was rhyming off beat and he was using the silly voice because he has a lack of. That's what they're saying, Ryan.
No.
Shout out to Francesco on our Discord.
He does that all the time.
Shout out to Francesco on our Discord. That's reaching. Yeah, he does that all the time.
He does it in every fucking song.
Yeah,
so no,
a lot of songs.
I just didn't like that.
One thing I want to say though, man, I know I said that he said things that other rappers say. I'm okay with the rapper using something that's been said before. I want to be clear. It's just harder to make that shit hit when it's already embedded in your mind that you've heard something like it before. So he can say stuff that's been said before. He can talk about, Drake's nose job, like Rick Ross said, but it needs to be such a clever, interesting flip of that, it just needs to be really, really, really good in order for it to make an impact. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know if Kendrick, man, based off of his style, is witty enough when it comes to battling, is witty enough to make bar flips like that. Yeah. I haven't seen a lot of punchlines, metaphors, entendres, and all these things that really hit. And even his psychoanalyzation of Drake, because you can psychoanalyze and have a good angle like Pusha did for Drake. I think Kendrick needs an insane angle, or he needs to either bar you to death, punchlines, metaphors, entendres, or he better have a crazy neutron bomb of an angle that he has waiting for Drake. Because if he doesn't have that, we know Drake can just bar you to death. Drake does the punchline thing. He does all that shit very, very well. It could get very spooky for Kendrick. Yeah. But it looks like Kendrick might have something based off what we heard in 616. Maybe he has some shit that's just so bad that he feels bad about ruining Drake's career. So shout out. Hopefully y'all enjoyed that, man. That was a long video, I know. But we just wanted to y'all had us on the ropes, man. You know what I'm saying? Like Philly shit.
Yeah, had to defend ourselves.
We had to defend ourselves, man. We wanted y'all to, and it was something different. We just wanted y'all to see our perspective with a little bit more detail, digging into the lines. Maybe these lines are hard to you for different reasons, and okay, but they're just not impressive to us. You know what I mean? We didn't touch every line. I mean, the three goats, and I seen two of them kissing, hugging on stage, and the Parkinson I think we touched. But we at least want to give you just a little bit more thorough breakdown of the song, because the reaction is on the spot. We can't always catch all the lines.
That's true.
Do all the research like everyone's done. But I think a lot of people are reaching. A lot of people are reaching for Kendrick, and I think Kendrick, like I said before, I know Ryan's got to go to the bathroom. Like I said before, Kendrick doesn't need y'all to reach. He's great enough as a rapper to do it himself. So 616, I didn't love it as a diss towards Drake, and I think that it leaves the door open for Drake to really go crazy if we're counting round by round, if that's how you want to do it. But I do think that it was a great sort of offering from Kendrick. I love the Al Green beat and all that other shit, but as a diss, that's not enough. That's not it, man. So shout out to Kendrick. Shout out to everybody that kind of requested us to do 616. Give us your thoughts. All right, that's the end of the video. If you guys enjoyed that, please hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Make sure you guys check us out on Def the Radio, our Instagram, DEAF2 Radio. That's our Instagram. That will be in the description below. I'm George. That's Ryan. Lost to Vegas. We out.